The event is happening, and it might not be what you expected. On my journey, I speak to a lot of friends and I share with them the event. The event is happening, and sometimes they say, Michael, when's the event gonna happen? And then I say, the event is happening. And then they say, but the event hasn't happened yet. So I'm out here in the vibration of authenticity on the front line to help us all understand that the event is happening, and there is no one specific date for the event. The event is personal, and each and every one of us have our quote-unquote dates. And this reality is about to collapse. This reality is about to change. And it will never be the same again. Hello everyone, I am Michael, and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. Sometimes when we hear the event, or we're waiting for something to happen and nothing happens that we expect in our mind, right? It might not be playing out the way that we expected. You see, right now, a lot of people around the world have been given their dates that they will have to make a decision to exit the matrix. We're all getting ready to exit the matrix, those with eyes to see. So it's not maybe, say, one event or one date for all people at the same time. But as I've shared authentically, we are shifting drip by drip. The collective continues to shift, right? So we're all experiencing this collapse in the matrix and all these anomalies of the matrix that just happen to appear at random times. Light warriors, we're out here at this beautiful location right now, right? And still random things happen, right? But everyone has been given their dates, and now it's time to make a decision. If you will bow down to Satan, or if you will stand in the light of Christ, if you will stand with your brothers and sisters and exit the matrix. Some people right now have already been given their date, and they already had to walk away from the matrix. Some people have been given a date maybe in the middle of September, maybe at the end of September, right? There's not one specific date, but this is the expansion of human consciousness. A long time ago, I stood on top of the mountain. It was actually here. It was back there, looking down here, right? But that was in the wintertime, right? Now I'm here in the ocean, right? But I stood on top of that snow-capped mountain, and I shared authentically that the event is the total shift of human consciousness for all of humanity. All of humanity's consciousness, the collective, is shifting and changing. So many people, a large percentage of the population, did not know the authentic reality because they were given subconscious programs, mind control of Medea, of the controllers of the narrative. But now we're given our dates. It's time for more and more people to exit, more and more people to rise, because the pressure is on. The pressure is on now. And just like how a beautiful diamond forms, it happens under extreme pressure. Evolution happens under extreme pressure. And that's why that's why myself, that's why each and every one of us, we're the 144,000 warriors of the rainbow, and we all have different matrix positions around the world, right? But we're all being given this pressure right now. It's time for a great change. It's time for evolution to happen. And it happens under great pressure. Maybe you have been given a date. Maybe sometime in September. Maybe it's already happened. Maybe you've already walked away. Maybe you've been one of those savants and you've been totally disconnected from the Matrix for many years, and you're just tuning in to say hello to me, right? But, you know, some people have totally exited. Some people have 1 foot in the Matrix and 1 foot out of the Matrix, picking up their brothers and sisters so that they could all exit this Matrix right now. The event is now, and it might not be what you expected. It's the total shift of the collective. It's the total shift of human consciousness. And now we're given this great pressure. You have eyes to see, and you know that you will not bow down. You will not shut down. You will not give up. You have God-given free will. And free will, it's only being manipulated. It's only fear, because I'm telling you all, it's all just fear. It's all just fear. That's the only way that the controllers kept their power. But we're all given a date now, and a lot of people, and I leave this message for even some of my brothers and sisters that I know in person that say, Mike, the event still hasn't happened. The event is happening every single day. Every single day it happens. It might not be that one event, that one day. There still might be that massive event on one day. But it's the entire reality everywhere around the world. All of humanity is shifting. You cannot run. You cannot hide. It's a total shift and a total collapse of the Matrix. That's what this time period is about. But the pressure is on now. A lot of you know this. A lot of you are experiencing this, even myself, for my Matrix life, right? We all have a Matrix life, and we're stepping forth and being a pioneer, being a lighthouse for others. They're seeing us, and they're seeing us go about it without fear, because we're all given, you know, this is what we're supposed to do and have our security. But it's time to walk away. You've been given a date that maybe you have to do something. And if you don't do something, then there's a lot of fear that comes, right? But fear is the vibration of Satan. Shame is the vibration of Satan. We're out here in the vibrations of love and authenticity. We're out in the light of Christ, and I'm here. Michael is here to let you all know that there's nothing to fear. Once you have harmonized with source frequency, everything falls into place. We've been given our dates now. We're all different colors, classes, creeds, and we've all had our personal event dates. Maybe you've had it already. That's why it's a shift. I've been sharing from a place of authenticity for 3 years now. It happens in shifts. Nature, it happens in shifts. And we're shifting. Look at how much the world is shifting, but it's happening at an exponential rate now, and that is the event. So you might have been given a date where you need to make a decision. It's time to keep your feet planted firmly. It's time to stand in the light of Christ. We are the event. I said it, and I'll say it again. We are the event, because we are the collective, and we're totally shifting our reality. Physically, mentally, and spiritually, everything is about to change, and it will never be the same again. So I know it might be rough on your journey. You might have gotten to this event horizon, if you will. We're at the event horizon, and it's time to make a decision. Will you make this decision from a place of fear, or will you make this decision from a place of strength? And that's why Michael is here on the front line in the light of Christ to let you all know that there's nothing to fear, because the Matrix itself is fake. You lived a fake life, and now it's time to come to terms with it. And it's time to disconnect and return to nature, return to the light. It's actually in our DNA. Our DNA emits photons, right, light warriors, right? So it's time to unlearn and relearn. And yes, the event is happening, and I know we're all waiting for a big event, but when it comes to that, God wants us to make a stand. God wants us to do it ourselves. So stop waiting for someone else to save you when you are able to save yourself. And so it is. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person. Because if we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. Everything in the light of Christ just keeps getting better. And everything that's fake just turns to shift. So we're watching the matrix collapse. We're watching it all collapse. We're watching it firsthand. We have front row seats for the greatest show in the universe right now. We've all been given dates. And yes, everyone has a different experience. You might be in a different location. Your location might be worse than someone else's. Your location might be better than someone else's. Maybe the job, the position you held in the matrix, it might be better or worse than someone else's. But we're all coming together in divine timing. So come to terms that this is a shift and this is the event. So focus on your date. Focus on your personal shift, because that's what it is. It's the shift that we're all going through. We're all going through a shift, and that's how collectively we're changing the world. That's how it becomes the event, the apocalypse. What is the apocalypse? The apocalypse. The apocalypse is a great revealing. I am the apocalypse, light warriors, and so are you. It's time to unlearn and relearn. It's time to let go of fear. It's time to realize that many people around the world have been given their dates, right? Everyone's obsessed with dates, but there's not one date for all people, because linear time is fake. It's a shift. And as we continue to shift, we've been shifting, we will create the new earth. You need to be empowered. You need to stand with feet planted firmly. You don't need any fear of Satan, that worthless piece of trash, right? We'll stand with God. We'll stand with Jesus Christ, and we'll walk this earth. And these energies will flow through the DNA, because 93% of the function of DNA is light and sound reception and transmission. And that's how I'm here, and that's how we all can stand without fear in these final days of the Matrix and the beginning of the new earth. You were given a date, light warriors? Don't worry about it, kid. You know why. We cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious that the event is happening now. The ball's in your hands, light warriors. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. We are the 144,000 warriors of the rainbow, resonating in the fifth dimension. It is time to take back our everyday lives. It's time to return to the new earth, Look at it here, light warriors. Be one with the light. This is where we all need to be. This is where we need to be. Disconnect now without fear. We're going to be together every step of the way. So if this message resonates with you, please share this message with at least one other person. And the more that we connect collectively, we are greater than the sum of our parts. Don't have fear. Just come out of nature. Everyone's out of nature. Everyone's having a good time out here. Everyone's having a party. No one's asking, oh, did you? No one cares. No one cares. Because we're out in the light of Christ. There's no TV out here. There's no Satan out here. There's nothing out here. It's just the light of Christ. We all have our dates. It's time to rise. It's time to exit the matrix. It's time to restore the quality of our everyday lives. Focus on what is real, because the matrix is fake. When the earth is ravaged and the animals are dying, a new tribe of people will come onto the earth from many colors, classes, creeds, and whom, by their actions and deeds, will make the earth green again. They will be known as the warriors of the rainbow. It's a shift. That's all it is. And we will continue to shift. Day after day, we're already in the event. I am the defender of our everyday lives. Victory. Of the light.